Hola chicos y chicas. Today we are going to be working on how to conjugate the verb ser. And this is a video that you should watch after you've learned about the chart and subject pronouns and done your subject pronouns practice. The verb ser, which is spelled S-E-R in Spanish, means to be. And as we know in English, we don't just say I be smart or she be funny. We have to conjugate the verb, which means to break it up by whoever the subject of the sentence is so that the subject and the verb agree. Okay, and so I'll show you how to do this. And again, we're going to use our chart because we always need our chart when we're going to conjugate. And I already have the pronouns put on the chart because at this point you should already remember that yo is for myself. Tú is to talk to someone that I know. El, ella, usted is for he, she, or you formal. Nosotros and nosotras is we. Vosotros and vosotras is y'all. And ellos, ellas, and ustedes is they or you all formal. Okay, so we're going to go over, and I think that it would probably be a good idea for you to take notes on the verb ser so that you have this chart in your notes for when we do practice on it. And the first form of the verb ser is going to go in this section, the yo section. As you know, this is I. And so in English, it's going to be I am. Okay, that's what it's going to be. And in Spanish, the word for I am is soy, S-O-Y, like soy sauce. Okay, and soy means I am. Now I can say yo soy, or I can just say soy. They both mean I am. Sometimes you want to use a pronoun, but you don't have to. All right, the tú form, when I want to say you familiar, and it's going to be you are, is eres, E-R-E-S. E-R-E-S. Eres is you are, and it's when I'm talking to someone familiar. So you should probably already know the phrase like, de donde eres, which is where are you from, when I'm talking to someone around my same age maybe. The el, ella, usted form of the verb ser is S-E-S. Okay, and that's pronounced S. All right, and it means he or she is, or you formal are. Okay, so if I'm talking to someone that I'm not familiar with, I would say something like, ¿de dónde es usted? Okay, if you were asking me where I was from, that's what you would say. Over here on the right side of my chart, I have the nosotros form, and the nosotros form of ser is somos, S-O-M-O-S. And somos means we are, okay, because I'm talking about myself and others. Remember, this side over here is me and other people, and we are. So I could say something like, nosotras somos de San Luis. We are from St. Louis. The vosotros and vosotras form, again, you don't have to use it, but you need to recognize it. So you should know and write this down that the vosotros form of ser is sois, S-O-I-S. And that's like saying y'all are. Like if I was going to say y'all are tall, then I would say vosotros sois altos. Okay, y'all are tall. And down at the bottom, the ellos, ellas, and ustedes form of the verb ser is son, S-O-N. So it's spelled like son, like I am the son of my father, but it's pronounced son. So please make sure you know how to pronounce that correctly. And this means either they are, or it can also mean you all formal, or just you all if you're anywhere but Spain, are, and then whatever. So if I was talking to all of you and saying you all are from Missouri because you live here, I could say ustedes son de Missouri, okay, because I'm talking to you and we're not in Spain. All right, so these are the forms of ser that you should know for sure. Soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. Okay, you'll want to make sure that you get all of those down. Now, if you have not finished your chart yet, you may want to pause the video here so that you can take a minute to finish your chart. We're going to do a little bit of practice right now with a couple of sentences where we're going to fill in the blank with the correct form of the verb ser. Okay, so for the first one, I have ella blank de Madrid. Now, I want to look to my pronoun here, ella, to decide from my chart which form of ser should I use? So you should have your chart in front of you. Okay, so which form am I going to use? I want to find, or at least hopefully you already know, where ella is on the chart, and then they have to match. They have to come from the same section. So ella is over here, so I'm going to use es to say ella es de Madrid. My marker is running out. Ella es de Madrid. Okay, number 2, nosotras blank de El Salvador. And again, if you need a little more time, make sure you pause it in between when I give the answer. Nosotras, for this one, we would say somos, because somos is the nosotros and nosotras form of the verb ser. Number 3, mi maestro blank señor Molina. Now remember, maestro means teacher. So I'm talking about someone, saying my teacher is señor Molina. Okay, so I want to think, which section would I use if I'm going to talk about someone from my chart? Which section would I use to talk about someone, even if it's, since I'm talking about them, even he's formal, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to use the el, ella, usted form and say mi maestro es señor Molina. Es. Number 4, Sara y Carmen blank de España. For this one, I'm going to say Sara y Carmen because there's more than one, and I'm talking about them. I'm going to say son, okay, because there's more than one person, I'm talking about them. And the last one down at the bottom, yo blank americana. Hopefully you know by now that the yo form is going to come from the top left, and that's going to be soy. Okay, if you have any questions about subject pronouns and ser, please send me an email and let me know. Gracias.